I know it's not in one of the stories that we have, but Costco's coming out predicting recessions around the corner. And the reason why they're predicting recessions around the corner is based on one buying habit that you and I have. And you know what the buying habit is? Let me read it to you. By the way, not just in the current recession or concern for recession, historically, we've always seen some, like within fresh protein, we've always seen when there's a recession, whether it was 99, 2000, 09, 08, 010, we would see some sales penetration shift from beef to poultry and pork. And we have seen some of that now. I think anecdotally, I heard a few months ago from our head of food and sundries buyer that we saw some switch even to some canned products like canned chicken and canned tuna and things like that. This is Costco CFO Richard Galanti saying the fact that we are not buying enough beef and we're going to chicken and pork. Tom, do you agree with what they're saying here on the fact that we may be in the beginning of a possible recession?
Well, I think possibly. And Costco would know because these things are shifting. And I think there was a comment that was made by the McDonald's CEO last year when he wasn't inventing new burgers and having videos that criticized him for the way he bit a burger. He was talking about that people were leaving fast casual like Applebee's, Red Robin, and Chili's, which cost this much for lunch, and coming back to McDonald's. So there was things that are happening there that you see the trends. What's interesting here, we have to remember that beef was up 17.6%, I found it, earlier this year. And with that increase, there was also, they were talking about the herds were small. So the supply of beef was low, driving the price up. So do we see, there it is, 17%, over 7, it was 17.6, 17. I love it when I remember the right number. So there you have it. And so people are shifting from that protein to chicken or even canned chicken. Now, could two things be true at once, Pat? I think there are. Beef was up. Cost of buying groceries was up. People shift to chicken, lower cost, A. And B, right now, the cumulative impact of the long-term Biden inflation and the fact that wages have not kept pace, the right even or even a little lower than CPI, means that people are struggling and they're looking, especially when you look at fuel, and maybe looking to conserve the home budget. I think both can be possible, but beef was already expensive with seeing a little shift away since the beginning of the year.
Adam.
Well, there's no economic data that says that the recession has. What's the technical definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP.
Which
I don't think we've even had one.
Unless you're under Biden, then it's...
But yeah, they reword it during the
I will
moment.
say you can always pick out sample sizes like this. There is something, earmuffs, called the stripper index. You familiar with this? The stripper index is basically saying, if you piqued your interest, buddy, it's all about discretionary income. Is before the market and the number and the data, before the toms show up and be like, beep, 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 it affects regular people. You're the numbers guy. So the party money, the fun money, the discretionary money, the stripper money, the make it rain money, when strippers are like, yeah, I only made $100 tonight or $50 tonight. But yeah, 6 months ago, dude, I took $1,000 home. All right. When the strippers start feeling it, that's a problem. Because men, we're stupid with our money a lot of times, right? Women are spending their money on makeup and doing things like that. Men have discretionary money, bars, clubs, strippers, whatever, this thing. So when they start feeling it, that's a problem. And based on my sources, credible sources, the strippers haven't felt it yet.
Vinny.
I don't even know what to say. That's... He has to call Diamond right now and find out if Diamond's
Lexi to the main stage.
not doing well.
So there you go. We'll see what happened here.